And this is where trading comes in, bro.
Yeah.
It comes with that freedom. Sometimes if I know I'm going to spend something at Gucci, bro, I never use my own money. I use the money from the charts.
Yeah.
You know it goes. But then you look at your account, okay, 600,000, 1 million. It's like, okay, this is just for certain things.
Yeah.
I have to make this money now. But there are some times where I'm like, okay, Shapa, I see it's 90,000. I don't even feel it. It doesn't faze me because I'm running trades. So when people they say pips pay my bills, I understand what they mean. Not Forex paid your bill. Pips,
Yeah, pips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good. You don't need to like literally chase every trade because people end up trading every single day, and then month end you check the risk to reward. You feel like, bro, you're broke. You didn't make anything.
Okay, what's your biggest trading day that you've had personally?
German 30, bro.
German 30.
For me, I know German 30 like the palm of my hand. And I've scaled 4,000 into 60,000. This was in 1 hour.
Hey, what's up, traders? Welcome back to Traders Room South Africa, the best trading channel in the country. If it is your first time on the channel, make sure that you do hit the subscribe button. If it is not your first time, thank you for coming back and tuning in. So, you guys have been asking a lot, Lebs, bring back the episodes, bring back the podcast. We love hearing the stories and the journeys, right? So, today I decided to bring a very special guest. He's done a lot in this game, just the trading space, the drop shipping space, just a lot in general. He's someone you guys should learn from because he does have a powerful story. But I'll let him introduce himself. My brother, how are you?
I'm good, man. How's it?
I'm good, bro.
100%.
Yeah, thank you for coming through for today's interview. Really appreciate you coming through with the team. And yeah, man, how are you?
I'm good, man. Just a bit tired, working 24/7 without resting is like...
Yeah,
but what matters is God and the money.
God and the money.
Yeah,
I want to ask you a question before we even start, man. You always, every day, you always post on your Instagram, I think it's a comment or story, you always posting work. That's the only thing you post.
On my, what do you call this? This is the highlight, not the highlight.
Just there's a bubble that pops up, and every single time I view your story, it's always work. You're working all the time, 24/7.
Always, bro. Like even on my Instagram, I always put that thing there. Like I'm always like working 24/7.
Yeah,
all the time.
But is it healthy though, man? Working all the time?
No, it's not. But it's I like this song of Young M.A. says that it's painful, but it pays off.
Yeah,
it pays off, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, bro. Nah, man, I've seen your journey. We met a few years ago. I think we had still shot. I think there was a game show we were doing, trading related on the channel.
Yeah.
But today we finally get to sit down, hear your story, find out everything about your journey, man. So, I think you can introduce yourself to the people because you haven't introduced yourself yet.
So which one is my cam?
So here's your camera.
This one. Yeah. So my name is Gabriel Mapasa. You can call me Gabriel Christ or anything that you want to call me, but everything good. So I'm a dropshipper. I'm a businessman. I do side hustles. I'm a side hustle coach. I teach people how to start and I manage them how to also grow their businesses from 100 Rand to 100,000. There's just a lot. So we're building Airbnbs. We're doing everything in the digital space as well. That's what I do, bro. And to be honest, I'm all about work. I love working. And I like to put in my mind and my money where it is supposed to be, which is work.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Hey, man, that's a mouthful, bro. I think it's going to be a crazy episode.
Yeah.
That we are going to unpack because you said you're a side hustle coach.
Yeah.
And obviously, man, that comes with different sort of streams of income.
Yeah.
But obviously, you also do trade as well. And that's what the audience is basically here for, they into trading. And yeah, man, we want to start simply where you from.
Yeah.
And I think I'd like to ask how life was like before you started hustling, right?
Yeah.
Before you're hustling and before you started making money,
Yeah.
Who's Gabriel and where did you start from?
Hey, bro, Gabriel actually was born in Atteridgeville.
Yeah.
And then grew up in Soweto, back to Atteridgeville and all this other stuff. So life was not pleasing. I just came from a humble home. So a humble home, obviously, where you get like it's like you get one or two people working in the household. You know that normal life? Yeah, so it was just like nothing too hectic. So it was not bad, but it was bad. But obviously it pushed me and fueled me to be who I am today. And I get to experience certain environments because I used to grow up like in certain and different environments. Because I think if you can recall, some of the people they know that I've never like spent time or maybe grew up in one house. So I used to like live in different houses because I would like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was that kind of a kid where I was like, I never had a stable home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome, man. So, where did you now start having that hustler's mindset? At which point did your situation at home maybe drive you to start, wanting to start making your own money? How did that hustler's mindset start, coming into the picture in your life?
I have to give credit to my dad. Like that, I have to give it to him. The hustler's spirit actually is from my family side. Like him, that guy was a hustler from long time ago.
Yeah.
Like my dad used to like hustle and do all these things. Like he never believed in the 9 to 5 ever since he was born.
Yeah.
So that was like a bonus for me. So obviously now growing up, he's not there, and life was not as humble as it was to me and pleasing. I had to now check the environment and the situation. I'm like, okay, Sharp, I need to change how I live. I need to change all these certain things. Growing up without having things, bro. You go to school, you don't have shoes. You wear the same shoes for like 4 years.
4 years.
From like grade 2 to grade 4 or 5, and they're like the what do you call it?
The toes.
The toe is
are
coming
starting
out,
to
pointing
stick
out. So like now you gotta like make plans to a point that you even take like plastic and just like trying to tie it. That's how now it's like, nah, bro. I love nice things, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah. I need to feel good. I need to smell good. I want to look good in front of the people. You get what I mean? So that hustler's mindset came when I was young. Okay, Sharp, let me sell sweets. Let me do certain things. Let me just try and just combine all these things so that I can also look good. Because a situation is something that can also drive you to be who you want to be.
Either positive or negative.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, man. So now you're starting to sell sweets. That's in your high school era now. Nah? So obviously after high school, let's skip to after high school. Now let's say you're now tapping into the real world.
Yeah.
Where you can't sell sweets. In the real world, you can't sell sweets and have it sustainable.
That's true.
You can, if you have a proper structure. But now you've left high school.
Yeah.
What's the plan after high school? Do you now go to school, or
You look for work.
do you look for work?
Or you're trying to hustle.
Yeah.
And you never, like hustling, it's not, bro, like people should understand that hustle, everyone is hustling. Even if you're a business person or an entrepreneur, you're hustling.
Yeah.
9 to 5ers never hustle. So I was like to myself, I'm in the streets, I'm outside, and I'm hustling. So I gotta like hustle. So the word hustle, it has been in the back of my head since I was like growing up.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, Sharp, after scaler, I'm trying to look for a job. There's no jobs. You're trying to do this. You're not qualified for certain things. You know what I mean? Engineering, all these things. I'm like, okay, Sharp.
Yes.
What you gotta do? You gotta start something. You gotta like get to the next level. Though I was still struggling, I had my own pride.
Oh, yeah.
So my pride got into a good way for me. It was a gamble to a point that I was like, even though I was still lacking certain qualifications to work in certain corporations, I can still say no to certain things. I'm like, I can't get paid 5,000 a month.
Oh.
I can't mop the floor. I did do such jobs, but I was like, bro, I can't wait. Okay, the thing is, I can mop the floor, but I can't wait 30 days to get 5,000. Hell no. So I was like, you know what, let me just find a way, at least I can try to get that 5,000 now. Because it is easy for the money to come in. The money comes in slow and hard when you're making it, but it goes out easy, bro. Just an outfit you can spend like 2 to 10,000 and it's gone. So now somebody has to wait 10,000, the whole of 10,000, and then the outfit is going to be how much? It's going to be how much? Like, bro, you're wearing like 500 now, 1.5.
Yeah, because things are expensive, man.
Exactly.
So I see that mindset of, having to wait 30 days just to get paid. And then, now the expenses are too much. So what do you do? Like, what was your first real hustle that started bringing you, proper money, you know? And then after that, you can tell that story, and then we'll get into...
So before I pivot into that,
Yeah.
So that's like with me, bro, like I've always loved to wash cars because I've seen cars are just one of the most easiest business for me to start.
Yeah.
It's like sneaker selling, bro. So I was like, okay, Sharp, let me just wash people's cars and let me just get to the money. So obviously there was a point where I'd go and buy a bucket full of soap and just try and go house to house. Mind you now, this is in before 2016 and whatnot, 2014 or so.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to go to people's houses. I'm like, and I started a mobile car wash without even knowing that I started a mobile car wash. Walking, it was mobile.
Yeah.
Because my feet were mobile at that
Most
time.
people think that if you don't have a car, it's not mobile.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can still use Uber and still go wash people's houses. That's cars, I mean.
Yeah.
Go to people's houses.
But the profit won't be
The
that
same. You
Yes.
get what I mean? So obviously I was like, okay, sharp, let me start by the neighborhood where I was and whatnot. I started to go to 60 houses and whatnot, and few people would open up for me, and I'll just like simple wash their cars, and I'll get like $60, and it's like chai. Get what I mean? So I started to go hustle, try to go to the army. Bro, like there's like I did everything. There was a point where I even tried to go to the army, bro. And we sent our qualifications only to find out that we've been scammed. Mind you, now the money that we got, it was even the money given to us by a family friend's mother. So a friend, his mother gave us that money. It's like they needed like 12,000
For
at
you
that
to go
time.
to the army.
Bro, like we got everything set and ready, and the guy even had to sell the shack because there was no money. So the
Damn.
mom of the boy was like, no, I'm gonna sell the shack. I think for like 2,000 or so. Sell the dishes for my sons to come and feed me. That was the mindset that she had. So that house had like an RDP and like 3 shacks. So they had to sacrifice 1 shack.
Yeah.
That was like the kitchen of it, and then sell the shack, then sell the things that were in the shack as well. And this was in Atteridgeville. Now, obviously, when we're coming back, we're trying to like, okay, shall we go into the army? Then the guy's like, no, send what. You know, those people, I don't know how we met. I don't know, we met this guy. I can't even remember the story, how we met this guy, but we met this person at Home Affairs or something.
Yeah.
This guy's like, you boys looking for jobs? I'm like, yeah, we're hustling. It's like, okay, shall I take my numbers? We spoke on Facebook. I think this was time when WhatsApp was expensive.
Yeah. Oh, the data for WhatsApp.
Yeah,
was
data was
yeah.
expensive. You get what I mean? So we used to use Facebook Lite and whatnot. So we couldn't get with the guy, and the guy was like, okay, sharp. What you're going to be doing is you send your CVs, your qualifications, and this day you're going to be going to Bloemfontein. I've never been into Bloemfontein. Now I'm thinking about the place. I'm thinking about the money. This guy's like, you're going to get 12,000 a month. Bro, I'm like,
12K a month.
I'm gone. That I can sacrifice. At least it's not like 5,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going.
So you were gonna be a soldier, man. You were willing to be a soldier to start making
Bro.
proper money.
Bro, it's like, I'm going in. I was ready. I was like, come on. You get what I mean? I think it's part of it. And now looking at this oldest American movies, like, okay, I'm going to be, you know. So what I did, I was like, okay, sharp. Everything, they sold everything. Bro, we even went by things, because those guys
They were
that scammed us.
professional scammers.
If you're watching this, bro, I'm going to get you. I'm still healing.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So the guy said, no, you guys need to buy outfits. You need to buy boots. You need to buy vests.
So he was selling the whole story for you to send the money through.
Mind you, we don't even have that money, bro. We had to hustle that. I think that's how much that he wanted, all of it, combined. I think it was like 10, all of it, combined with the guys. And we also, now we have to buy pillows for, bro, bags,
and it's,
underwear, vests. And he's like, buy 10 vests,
and
white vests.
it's not even the South African National Defense Force. It's just someone telling you
Someone, bro. It's not even the SNDF. It's just someone using their name to scam.
Damn.
And we fell victim, bro. There was now, the day we were like ready, bro. This guy was sending everything. We were certified, we do everything. We communicate for 2 weeks, bro. This guy was just chowing us. Professional scammer.
Professional scam.
So now it goes to a point now we have to go to Bloemfontein now. Now we're going to Bloemfontein. The guy said there's a bus that's going to come. The registration is B2, what. He even gave us the registration. Said the bus is going to be in green.
Yeah.
But we waited. He's like, okay, where are you? He's like, we by side. He's like, okay, go by the Lotus and whatnot. Just wait there. The bus will pass. You see by Calafong?
Yeah, I think I know
in
that
Pretoria.
area.
Those who know, they know. So we waited there. Bro, they said the bus going to be there by 11 in the morning. We waited there up until 11 of p.m.
night.
Because we thought maybe the communication... but we waited, my boy. Because we have the bags.
You're ready to fight for that 12,000.
The mother of the boy, the neighborhood, like, you know, that thing, like, my kids are going to come back successful.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm thinking, okay, sharp, I'm going to get my first license. I'm going to do everything. Gone.
Crazy.
So
man.
that as well, I thank God that it happened, because since then, bro, I'm like, because remember, I've never wanted like the 9 to 5. So for me, I was like, okay, this is an opportunity, and let's work, bro. This doesn't work. It's not working out. Now we owe your mom money, and your mom is crying now.
Because she now sold a shack. She's in. Yeah. How old, man? She's taking.
Mashonisa. She went to Mashonisa to also like cause Shelton is short, so she
Yeah.
had to like go to Machines and get something.
For this one opportunity, bro. Crazy, bro.
I know.
So, man, that's a crazy story, bro. So now I understand now. How do you now transition through all of this hustling, trying to make a steady income for yourself? How do you now transition to start making proper money, right? From your streams of income. But we'll then tap into how you discovered Forex, right? So yeah, man, you can tap into that journey of now starting to see some proper money and proper income from
So
what
you,
you're
before
doing.
the podcast, this guy started something like we were practicing. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm with Gabriel. What artist, rapper, blah blah blah. Okay, I'll dive into that because
Yeah.
that's where actually most of the things actually started as well. So obviously I would like I used to be like a rapper a long time ago. Obviously
Yeah.
I have a bandana now, but I used to have dreadlocks and still put that bandana there just to look cool.
Yeah.
So I used to do like rap and do kasi rap. Bro, I used to go with people like Boss Filikwane. If you know Filikwane from Soweto, Max, but F Easy, when we started, like I used to like know these guys. I used to look up to these people.
Yeah.
Mad Red Button, he gave me a street name of rapping, blah blah blah. It was just a whole lot of stuff there. So started to work, hustle, but it was never enough. So obviously you get to a point where now you invited, you start to hear about Christian rap now. And okay, Christian rap, because I love God with all of my life. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, what is Christian rap? I had to like analyze it and learn it and then try to rap with these people and whatnot up until we get invited by churches. So, churches are welcoming.
Yeah.
If you're like an outsider, so they'll welcome us and obviously you narrate your story. They'll still give you food and just mentor you if they have to, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Get to the stages like where now, get to a point where now I started to perform in mega churches now. I won't state the names, but we might have an idea.
Some of them.
Yeah. Some of them, they're in Pretoria. I used to be invited by those churches just to perform in front of 60,000 people. And obviously you get like 2,000 yan, no one will give you that. 5K.
2,000, oh, so that's
Yeah.
the sort of income you were making from
so
that.
they would give me like 2,000 or like 5K, and okay, Sharp, I'm set. But then for me, I was like, okay, Sharp, I'm big, I'm quite known in this church, quite known in that church in Hatfield, all these churches, but I'm still hungry, bro. The stomach is empty. So you start to learn, you start to go with certain people, and now that's when I met up with this guy called Mike. He used to go by the name of Shonaman. So what happened was he's the one actually that introduced me to trading.
Trading, all right.
I knew about it. People used to say Forex is a scam, Forex is a scam. I'm like, okay, sharp. So this guy now, we like pushing and whatnot. Then he's like, okay, someone borrowed us 1,000. He was telling me about these are the candlesticks. I was like, what is this candlesticks? Like this
Yeah.
candlestick, that's where you can make money. I'm like, how? So when he showed me the graphs, like, okay, he showed me with the demos. Like, okay, you see now I'm putting buy, it's blue. When it's blue, it means you're making money.
Yeah.
When it's red,
Red.
it means you're losing money. So I was like, okay, sharp, let me see. So we doing demos. He was teaching, he was showing me, okay, up, down, whatever line, resistance, support, okay. Supply, demand, okay, sharp. But bro, I'm like, okay, this guy, we made money, but we made money on demo. I'm like, okay, what if we put real money here?
Yeah.
So I was fascinated by them. Like, this is like a cheat code. So what is this? So obviously, I'm learning, and then obviously it dies down because now situation is quite tough. You can't focus on the charts one now. You broke and you
Yeah,
gotta
there's
look
no
for-
income
there's
for
no
that
income.
capital.
So somebody one day borrowed us, I think it was 3,000, and that 3,000, and me and Mike, we thought we were gonna make like 30,000 that day. First time. That was the first time we
So
funded.
that's the first time. So
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let's get this straight. So,
Yeah.
in this time, you're
Yeah.
an artist making
Yeah.
music, going around different churches, and
Yeah.
you're not seeing a lot of profit from,
Yeah.
the music
Even
stuff,
outside, we're performing in clubs,
clubs, just trying.
trying everything,
But there was a bit of money.
coming in to sustain our rent, day
Rent.
to eat, go to try and look for jobs. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and then you get introduced to Forex now. So now this is your first time trading live.
Yeah.
After just experimenting with demo.
Yeah.
For how long did you experiment with demo?
But I'm gonna be honest, bro. The longest, bro. I feel like I traded a demo account for like a year or so.
During your
'Cause-
early stages?
Yeah. First time trading, I was like, okay, I'm learning. I have to like learn. Why did I do that? That's when we blew that 3K we got. So we got
Yeah.
a 3K from somebody.
Yeah.
They brought us that 3K, and we blew it. It was NFP sometimes. It was NFP that time.
Yeah.
I don't know about NFP. I'm just following this guy. I'm like, okay, we're looking. Okay, we're gonna buy here.
Yeah.
And we bought. Boom. I'm like, where are we in? So he's quiet. I'm like, are we in? Because I don't know if we.
It's your first time
Yeah, I'm
trading
like,
live
are we winning or not? It's like, no, we lost. I'm like, bro, we're gonna get 3,000.
to pay it back.
It took
now.
us 6 months to pay that 3,000 because we were broke.
I'm sure you used to pay 50 rand each month
Bro,
for the both
like,
of you.
yeah, 200 save. Sometimes you do hard labor work just to pay that person the money. So now, I'm like, I have to learn this. I'm like, I need to learn this. I'm like, I'm checking people. I'm like, oh, okay, there's people actually eating from the chats. I used to check this Instagram scammers now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to check them. That time they were not scammers. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then now I'm like, okay, now these guys actually making money from this as well. So I'm like, okay, let me learn. I'm looking at all these people saying that they made billions. You know, when you're gullible, when you're new, that's why I always tell people, if you're starting trading, never look at these Instagram gurus or whoever and like, okay, these people are actually making this. That's not true.
Yeah.
90% they're not making money from that. So it got to a point where I was like, okay, sharp, what's the way forward here? I'm learning, I'm looking up, I'm learning from these people, I'm checking them on YouTube. I'm learning, bro. I'm like, okay, sharp. We get like some small internet cafe. I'm like, okay, I'm checking these people out. I'm like, wow. People are driving Ferraris and whatnot. So my problem is I was not only looking in South African market.
Yeah.
I was exposed to all these international guys. So I think for me to know that 90% of these South African traders are actually scammers, it was when I started to see those guys are actually real traders. They're trading 90%, not all of them.
Yeah.
They're trading, and these ones are actually gambling.
Ish.
So there was a high. Okay, I would check. Okay, this one, nah. This one, nah.
Yeah.
So I would like, okay, compare this and compare this guy.
Yeah, in terms of like the skill levels.
The skill level, because what matters was the skill after that. Okay, sharp, you have 10 million. Okay, bro, let me see how you make that 10 million. So I would learn how they make that 10 million.
Yeah.
So I would, okay, try. You want to buy a course online with $20, you get scammed. You get what I mean? So I had to like learn, bro. Like for me, it took me like, I was self-taught. I taught myself.
Yeah. Which year did you start trading?
It was in 2016.
2016.
2015, 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the time I started to trade. I taught myself. I started to see actual result at the end of 2016.
Yeah.
So 2015, 2016, the end of 2016, that's when I started to see results because I was like struggling, blowing, bro. You know, when you make that 5,000, you trade for the whole year and you find out you only made 20,000 in 1 year.
Yeah.
That 20,000 goes back to the 800 that you made, the 400 that you made, the 1,000 you lost.
Yeah.
You combine it together, like, okay, sharp. So that's when I started to make real money, started to see, okay, sharp, let me go deeper now, let me just learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, awesome stuff, bro. So now, you did mention that you blew that first 3K,
Yeah.
right? And then you got into a phase where you started learning, right?
Yeah.
So during your learning phase, throughout the years, have there been ups and downs in your trading journey? Because I listened to a podcast that you did also get involved in, I think last week, and you know you did also share that there was a point where things got really bad, right? So yeah, I wanted to know about that journey in terms of your trading and also drop shipping. We're gonna tap into the other streams of income later on in the video, but yeah, you can share that journey in your trading because you did say that you started seeing success, you know, in your journey of hustling, and then there's a time you went broke.
Yeah.
You know, do you want to touch on that?
Yeah, bro. I mean, to be honest, you remember the C180 level times?
I think the first time I met you, you were driving the C180.
The Mercedes. Yeah, the C180. So
Yeah.
at that time, money was in. Money was in, but money was going out. And money was going out fast. And now when money is going out fast, because I had also other businesses. Remember, for me, trading has never been one income. I've
Yeah.
never wanted trading to be one income. So I was like, okay, I'm having car washes, I'm having mobile car washes, I'm doing this, but the money is not coming in as much as it was. So most of my money, I started to make most of my money before COVID and obviously after COVID. But then now, during COVID now, that's when obviously I had the money, but the money was going, I was running out, bro, to a point where now I was certified broke. I know if now I'm left with 90,000 in my account, I was broke, bro. I was like, nah. Because obviously now that's when we fast track everything from those days now, starting to make money. Where you now to a point where I make like 20,000 or 60,000 a month, I would save, money will come in, I'll maybe sometimes sit on 120,000. But obviously combine the whole account, that's like you know that, okay, my savings, I'm having like 600,000 or 700,000. You know that you're good, only on trading. But then now you start to spend, you start to go out. I used to like go out with people.
The Forex traders.
Yeah, the Forex traders. Like I used to like, okay, now these people, I'm trying to learn these people. I'm going with these. Bro, you know that time before COVID, you know how those guys move?
Yeah.
You get what I mean? I used to move with those guys, go up and down. You got what I mean? But then now when I'm sitting down with these people, but just some bunch of empty vessels, I'm like, nah.
Ish.
So actually, this guy's actually making the cash from that, not on this. I'm like, nah.
Also, the guys weren't necessarily making their money
Nah.
directly from the charts.
Nah. So for me, money was running out because I was not trading every day now.
Because now you relaxed,
You
you're
relax.
living a lifestyle with these
Guys,
guys.
and you see, like they spend like 20,000 on a, like I've never, and I will never spend 20K on the club, unless I'm with the people that I feel like, okay, whatever. Obviously, certain things I can say here, but
Yeah.
I've never said I'm not going to spend 20K in the club, because we all know that 90% of them, they're renting the bottles and they're not even actually spending 20K a night. So I said I don't want to look cool, but then I go back home now. All of our cars are on reserve. Some of those guys all of our cars are on reserve, including me.
Ish.
And I'm like going to this guy C63. I'm like, my guy. And I'm like,
C63, man.
yeah.
I think Charles Petro.
Exactly. I'm like, this guy is on reserve. How are you gonna get home? And I'm thinking like, okay, we're gonna do a convoy, then we're gonna go home, maybe pay a petrol station. This guy will just go home.
Yeah.
The following morning, you see them, the guy's still on there. I'm like, on E. I'm like, no. So for me, I felt like I lost myself when I was trying to fit in.
Yeah.
Now you go with these people, now it's convoys, we're going up and down. Now I'm down bad now. And I'm trying to borrow money from these brews. Some of them they're saying no, some of them so we give you. You know, when they get to the gas station now, some of them they pour petrol. Okay, maybe like it's not for 14 cars or 10 cars. Mine is still there. And only 3 cars, we're just capping 3 cars just to pour. After that, you never know where the guys are going. It's all about the pops and banks. Now the pops and banks can lead to RTBS. The pops and banks can lead to Randburg, or it can lead to a long drive. So for me, there was a time I'm looking at my gas, I'm like,
nah, man.
U10. Yeah, I just left them like U10.
Yeah.
And when we got home, I'm like, okay, maybe the gents will check. Nothing. I'm like, but these guys are living like animals. So for me, that was like, this is not the life I want to live.
Yeah.
So now I took Forex as a job. Now, when I came back from everything, losing everything, selling the car and whatnot, selling the cars and stuff. Now, when I'm coming back to Forex, I'm coming back as it's a day-to-day job.
It's a job. You're taking it serious.
Yeah.
You treating professionally. And before you continue, I'm asking you about this because, you know, people want to hear that transparent story of you being up and being down, because the best feeling from being down is the comeback, man.
That's true.
The reason why you're here right now on this podcast is because you've had that comeback, you know. But yeah, you can continue and just talk about.
So obviously, remember now we're just dwelling into the FX. So it's like, when I came back, I'm like, nah, I gotta make sure that at least I get 1,000 a day. That was my target, bro.
From the charts.
I'm like, nah, I don't care how much I fund, but as long as I can make 1,000 profit a day, dude, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And trust me, that worked, because I used to make 700 a day now. Now, mind you now, 1,000, 1.5, 1,000, 1.5. This is like, during COVID, this is like 2 months in that, because that's when I was like starting to wanted to save, because I'm like, okay, I'm spending, but I'm not getting something back. Now when I make 2,000, 1,000 a day, 2,000, if NFP, at least I can make 7,000 or 14,000.
Yeah.
That was good. So now, when I started to push and I was disciplined, after 2 months, bro, I'm looking at my bank account, and I'm up 70-something thousand. I'm like, we're up. Because now, at the end of the day, you know that when you're trading, I was like, I don't want to look at my bank account, because I'm not spending now. I'm just only taking 6,000 for rent or whatever, done.
Yeah, you're no longer with the trading guys spending.
I'm focused on my businesses as well. I'm focusing on the car washes. I'm focusing on the Uber. And you know, there was a time after I started to make so much money, I never believed in a finance car. So I've never been that guy. I don't believe in finance. Maybe if it's wrong advice, but I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
So I got a car. It was a finance car. It was a Nissan. I think you remember it.
The one that got
gray one.
bumped into
an accident.
An accident, yeah.
Yeah, but I got that car. I was like, okay, I want to reinvest in the business. Bad mistake. I gave that car to a family friend guy that I know. The car did not even last. I only got 50 rand from that Uber car.
Profit.
The profit, I only got 50 rand from that car.
And it was finance.
It was finance.
Yeah.
So I had to now pay off the car while I have no car, because my insurance said this is a write-off. Also, not even the write-off, but they can't pay because the guy was drunk.
Damn, man.
So now it's like, now I have to like, okay, I'm like, okay, why is all these things happening to me? Why? I have to learn. And while I'm learning, I'm also earning. That was me now. Remember now I'm learning everything. I knew dropshipping a long time ago. I knew about businesses. I'm trying to pivot everything in one basket.
In one basket.
So I know that because trading failed. So if trading will fail, at least this will back me up.
Yeah.
If this will back me up, trading can also stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just the jungle.
Yeah, bro. So I think a reason why I also brought you here and I'm really interested in this
Yeah.
episode is because you talk so much about multiple streams of income, but besides talking about the multiple streams of income, you're actually actively having these multiple streams of income, bro. So now we're going to tap into that. I want to ask, how important is it, as a trader to have multiple streams of income? Because a lot of the people who are watching, who are inspired by their favorite traders, they don't know that the mentor that they're looking up to is not only making money off the charts, right?
True.
In the Forex business, they're making money off IB stuff. They're making money off rebates, so many things, man. Deals, that they're making an extra stream of income from, right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I brought you here for, is because I want the people to understand that as a trader, you need multiple streams of income, bro.
Yeah.
So how did your other streams of income help you and build you,
Yeah.
as well?
Remember also, like I'm still having a car wash running. I'm still having that small chisanyama. So money I'm still trying to find. I'm doing all these things. Everything's just coming in place. But obviously now, I knew about dropshipping a long time ago, like in your early 2015, 2016. So
2016.
Yeah, but I've never like implemented it so much. I knew about it, but I did not like implement every strategy in it. So I was learn there, YouTube check, but YouTube never gave me anything. It just gave me an idea that there's something like dropshipping. So I had to like go down and search. And now this is the part of now. Remember the scamming days when I was scammed by I used to learn about dropshipping those days as well.
Oh, okay.
So everything just comes in place. So got to a point where now I'm learning about it now till today. Still learning about it till today because you never learn. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
you never stop
true.
learning.
You never stop learning.
Yeah. So what happened was now started to push first sales and whatnot. 2021, in 2019, we started to push dropshipping, but it's not effective and growing as much as it's supposed to. So now you go to a point where now COVID hits. I'm going to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah.
If it happens again, I'll be happy. Sorry. We know what
COVID,
happened, but I'm not happy for the lives that we lost. I also got impacted by, I lost love, I lost like, maybe it's not, I lost people that I love.
Your loved ones.
My loved ones, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
English came in a boat.
It's okay.
You get what I mean? So I'm like, but if it happens, obviously, remember, there's a thing that the richer get richer, the poor gets poor. So those who know that this is going to be their advantage, they will try and use it around their, what do you call this?
Around their
benefits. So they'll try to use it as much as they can. Remember, supply and demand. So if there's not enough doctors, they need to go outside and get new doctors in South Africa. So it's like also the same thing that was happening. So when dropshipping came, I was selling gadgets, I was selling normal stuff that I know that these are like your homewares and these are the things that can get your store to trend. But now COVID is happening now. Nobody's buying anything.
Ish.
And I'm like, okay, sharp, if people are not buying, what's happening? So I ended up now doing my research. Okay, South Africa got what billions from America because we don't have. So it's a need. Okay, my mind is opening up. What NATO, not all these companies, they're just supplying whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm checking, I'm learning. Why can I not do the same thing that this is happening? So in the back of my mind, I'm United States now. And all these African countries, the small countries, for example, they are in need of something that the United has. So what do I have? I have a supplier that I can link them with what is needed.
Yeah.
So that's when I started to see, okay, now need supply and demand. People need needles, they need drips, they need all those things, they need pajamas, bro. They need PPE. Remember all those things for the faces, the face mask as well.
Yeah.
People needed those things as well.
So you were supplying that?
So we had to supply that. But I'm telling you, I opened a store with just one product at that time. And I was like, okay, sharp, open the store. And it was getting visitors, but people not buying.
Yeah.
Just few people buying, but visitors. But I'm like, why is this new store getting so much? I'm like, oh, because it's a medical still. It's a medical kind of a thing. Because remember now, people are in need of...
Because now there's a demand for that.
I'm going on this, what is AliExpress. I'm seeing there's face masks. I'm like, oh, okay. Bro, that's when now we had to like order those, get those things ready, when people they bought, because that's when now people started to buy from those stores as well.
Yeah.
So we had to now push them like, okay, now people actually need this. So let's supply what they actually need. So that was the biggest time where now started to make money, seeing money in dropshipping. Because to be honest, I've never seen such an amount of money coming in. So obviously in the olden days, you would make 8,000, 12,000 a month, 20,000. It will balance.
From dropshipping.
It will balance. But then now, COVID hit, bro. And that amount that I used to make a month, I would make it in a day. I'm like, wow. Now it's time to capitalize on this and put more energy and time into
What
this.
were you risking though, man? Because I'm sure like during COVID, it's scary. You don't know whether people are going to buy. Obviously, you found a winning product, but you don't know if people are going to buy. Did you risk everything you had?
I did, because also I did not know if the supply would actually get these things to the clients. So it was a risk business. But obviously now they had their own form of transportation, or however they did it. I still don't know till today, but I know that people ended up buying, and we never got any returns from, few, but we never gotten so much returns on those products that we sent out to the people. Because people would buy things that they actually needed. You know what I mean? Like bro, people buying dumb stuff now. After those things, people buy cameras, video stuff, because now people at home, people
want to create content now.
People are in jail now. So people want to look good after all those PPE stuff, all those COVID stuff. Now people are starting to buy certain things that you feel like today, you know what I mean, they will never buy. But at that time, they were like at that peak of just buying everything, because people were bored, people not going out. So people have more time to also understand what the body or what they actually want, or what they actually want. Because you get to TikTok, people are dancing. Now, you being in TikTok is like you being in the public. So they don't want to look bad with the same clothes. So they want to look good. They want to...
So now there's demand for that. Those
market,
Yeah, so you're saying dropshipping is mainly based on demand and supply, being able to supply.
And also don't forget that once you find the winning product, that's where winning product comes where? Supply and demand.
Supply and demand. It's just like trading, supply and demand. So during your dropship, while you still dropship, I see, there's a lot of potential in the space. On your stories, sometimes you post $4,000 made. Hey man, what's a realistic amount of money? Let's say someone's trading, right? And they're making money from Forex, but they don't want to keep Forex as their only stream of income, right?
Yeah.
How do they go about starting drop shipping? What can they expect in terms of the amount of money that they can make? How far can you scale drop shipping, for example? Is it something that can bring 10,000 a month?
You can.
Can you take it all the way to 200K a month?
If you can make 10,000, if you put more extra amount of work, you can double it.
Yeah.
That's how I believe. If you can make 20,000, if you put more extra work, you can double it and make 40,000.
Yeah.
So obviously the best thing, they need to get someone who knows how to pivot them into the right direction.
Yeah.
And number two is just to put in work. And a lot of people just jump into dropshipping thinking it's a get rich quick scheme. I said triple M. It's a
You
business.
need to work.
You need to work.
Because no, do you know what I'm saying? Because I heard the story where you were like, you started there was a time where you were really broke, where you started even walking 7 kilometers to the mall with the mosque,
Wi-Fi.
trying to get Wi-Fi.
That's it. And I still had some 400 rand, but I had to save this money just to market my business. It's like you're trading. But you want to trade on demo account. Demo account won't withdraw. Like you can't withdraw. You can't. So even with dropshipping, bro, if you're gonna put it there without putting money to run ads and market it, you're not gonna get sales.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, bro.
Yeah.
So at this time now, the strategies that we use is just to put so much effort and money in your business, so it can also pay you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, awesome stuff, bro. So for you, now let's go back to trading. Is there a point in your trading where you started seeing like consistency, and when you started seeing that, okay, now with trading, I can use the trading profits to now reinvest in other businesses? Is there any turning point in your trading where you are like, no, man, this trade is the one? Have you ever had those moments in your trading?
A lot, bro. I think I think maybe so many people, they also have this story, bro. NFP, it paid a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think I was one of the people as well. So you keep on trading, you make 15K, 20K. Obviously, if you make 60,000 a month, it will still go back. You'll be left with 12,000 or stuff like that. So obviously, there was a time where it was news events, it was CPI, and this is the Donald Trump the first Donald Trump president run. Remember the time he was the president? It was in 2016 to 2019, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Remember when
just around
Donald Trump was before Biden?
before COVID,
Before
actually.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the time where actually we started to make so much money. So every profit that I used to make, I would simply put it into the business.
Yeah.
Buy a car. But I think you've seen most of the stuff that I used to buy.
The car wash.
I'll buy a car wash. I'll buy a car. Then I'll get somebody to work and just send them off. Get another trailer. Buy a new trailer. Get another car. At least I'll have maybe like 1 or 4 trailers that will go in certain areas and come back. I'll know that in a day at least I'm making about 2.5 or 3,000. That was good for me.
Yeah. So what's your favorite trade? Is there any trade where you were like, okay, damn, like for example, let's say you fund 10K and then you make 80K. What's your biggest trading day that you've had personally?
German 30, bro.
German 30.
For me, I know German 30 like the palm of my hand. And I've scaled 4,000 into 60,000. This was in 1 hour.
4,000 to 60.
Yeah, London session.
No event, just
no event. Scaling. When you was in profit, I would scale. Profit, scale. Put a stop loss, scale. This was just 1 hour, from 9 up until 10. So I would legit put trade. And it was moving, because sometimes people should understand that, bro, German 30 moves.
Yeah.
German 30
although on the chart, it doesn't look like a big
choppy.
movement. The points are...
It moves, bro. So there was a time I was like, I'm done with New York session, bro. There's no money in New York session. There is money, but it's crazy money. You don't want to dive into a business where now your money is all over the place. So with German 30, bro, I would literally trade it at peace. Even till today, bro, I trade German 30 in peace. Like, trust me, I would choose German 30 over anything.
So how important are sessions, you know? Let's say someone is trading German 30. Which session would you be trading German 30 in?
In what? In sessions?
No, yeah. Which session is best for people to trade German 30?
But London session, bro.
Yeah.
Early in the morning for me, I feel like it's good. And just leave it like that.
Yeah.
For me, normally now I'll trade German 30, maybe max I'll go 3 hours. Then I'll just trade, and then withdraw. Then the money that I made, I'm going back. Then obviously in the afternoon, if I feel like I'm available, like now, obviously we're having New York session now.
Yeah.
So I can't trade now because I'm working. So for me, I feel like London is good and it's calm because you're just waking up and there's not like a lot of emotion invested. So New York session will kill you, bro. Like for me, it's good, but I feel like a lot of people like to jump in New York session, always like when New York session just opened.
Yeah.
But I don't do that. If I would trade New York session now, I just have to wait for all these people there to be stopped out and whatnot.
Because there's a lot of spikes.
Exactly. So those spikes have been put by traders. So for me, I was like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for all this choppy to end and just go after like an hour or two. Like now, you see what time is it now?
It's basically 5 past 5.
Yeah. So London, New York session opened at 4:30.
At 4:30.
So we have like at least an hour. So 40 something minutes.
Yeah.
So that's the perfect time for you to trade. Even like news events. Yes, sometimes when I feel like I want to gamble, because we all know if you do that, we're all gambling.
Yeah.
If it's 2:30 and it's NFP, you put like 20, when it's only 4 seconds left, we all know that we're all gambling. No one is trading at that time. So what I normally do is I'll literally wait and I'll wait for it to play. If that NFP drops, I'll leave it, for example.
Yeah.
If it goes up and whatever, I'll leave it up until I see that it's calm. That's when I can put all your zones and then you trade nicely. And that's when it's going to move nicely now.
Yeah, because this is how I feel about NFP. If you can catch, let's say, 200 points over 3 hours, why force you do it in like 30 seconds or a minute or a few seconds? Like, you'd rather just catch a normal setup, be patient, and just let it flow, man.
Exactly. And I feel like also the society forces us to trade like that. Like I would gather with most of my students, because I'm not sending signals yet, but I'm busy with my exam with the FSCA and whatnot, FSP license. I don't want to be in the bad books. So when I used to send out signals, bro, right? If I'm silent, we missed it. Why did you send a signal? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, relax.
Yeah.
Trading, let trading find you, bro.
Let the setups just come.
Let trading find you. Because once you set it up, bro, if you like, sometimes it's good to set up, like put your own setup and just let it flow. Don't even take a trade. Let it flow. That's going to give you so much confidence. But I can sometimes, like even today, I took trades, But I analyzed gold and I did that. I know that when I get home, it's going to show me everything because it means if I analyzed and I was going to enter by 2, I know where it's my zone. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, meaning I was going to be stopped out here, but everything's going to be like moving in. So
Yeah.
people like to jump into a trade, or they like to, even like NFP, for example, you get like a job, someone wants to just jump into it. So
Yeah.
once you find yourself agitated and you just try to chase a trade, you're gonna get hurt. And people don't understand that Forex, to be honest, bro, is one of the most simple ways to make money. The problem is the psychology, bro. The psychology. That's the problem. You might find out that you have the best strategy in the world, but the psychology.
But, yeah.
Why? Okay. Why when you trade in demo account, for example, you don't feel anything like I need to
And you actually make money.
And you make money because you are calm with it. So once you try to be calm in a trade, that's where you're gonna start making money.
Yeah.
So once you have a setup, a trading plan, a setup that is set up, done for you, boy, you're gone.
Yeah. So for you, what's a good like trading day for you in terms of like what you do, you know? So you're saying that you shouldn't be trading the whole day. That's
Yeah.
one thing I got from you. But how does your day in the life look like as Sir Gabriel, who's not only trading but also has other businesses to take care of, you know, and students to take care of? So how does your day look like?
My London session is always strictly for me. But I would legit skip everything for it. I don't put everything before or after it.
Yeah.
If it's 9, I'm in. I'm gonna trade up until 10. So my 5 o'clock actually might start at 10 in the morning because I've already made money. So if I don't make money like that, I don't feel like it doesn't work out for me. So
Yeah.
if I trade by 9 in the morning, I know that I can do anything throughout the whole day. I don't have to chase the trade and keep on blowing because now people wake up in the morning, they play TV or they just sit around and then they're just waiting for New York session. But New York session will make you broke. People don't understand, bro. Okay, maybe because I'm killing German, but German 30 is one of the most relaxed, calm. Bro, it's calm. It doesn't fight with you, bro. If you lose it, you understand. It tells you this is what you did. But with the New York session, bro, you won't see anything if you don't know how to trade.
Yeah.
Even if you know how to trade, it will humble you, bro.
So your mornings, you make sure you take a trade, whether you win, whether you lose.
Yeah.
You good.
Yeah.
Now you sit, and then what do you do for the rest of the day? Do you dedicate time to your drop shipping store?
Obviously.
Which other streams of income do you have? Because I know that you're doing the drop shipping. You have multiple streams. You have Airbnb as well. So what do you do after you trade?
So dropshipping, Airbnb, I'm flexible. Anytime I can do anything. But obviously now with trading, there's a specific time for me to trade.
Yeah.
So I only trade on Tuesdays and Thursdays, personally.
Yeah, I actually noticed that you don't always post charts like that.
Monday I don't trade. Friday I don't trade. Only if it's NFP, maybe trying to make a quick buck.
Yeah.
But Tuesday, my best trading time is Wednesday, bro. I could legit trade only Wednesdays. There was a time I was trading like Wednesdays only, and I'll make a good sum of money because now I'm taking back to all the days that I was never trading. So at least if I can make 30,000 that day, I'm set. I'm cool, bro. I can see the other time 30,000, another 30,000, for example. Then you combine that, you feel like you have like over 90,000.
Yeah.
You're good. You don't need to like literally chase every trade because people end up trading every single day. And then month end, you check the risk to reward. You feel like, bro, you're broke. You didn't make anything. So now I feel like if I traded, I can now give time to my dropshipping. I can give time to my students. I can give time to my Airbnbs. I can travel. I can do everything. Like now, what is it today? Today's Monday.
Today's Monday.
That's why I never I'm not trading. I don't feel it. I don't do anything.
Yeah. True. Okay, man. That's beautiful, bro. I think a lot of traders underestimate the fact that being on the charts list can actually make you more money, you know?
Sometimes, to be honest, my biggest hack, I'm not a swing trader, but if I see that, I don't know, it's like I like to forget trades. I don't like to put stop loss on whatever. If I feel like, okay, I've made so much money and I'm checking throughout, okay, sharp, this trade, maybe it's a weekly trade. I could okay, there's like the beginning of the month. What is it now? The beginning of the month.
Yeah.
I know it's a new beginning for certain things. I'm looking at the high time frame. Get a trade in. If I'm in profit, let's say I'm putting down 5,000 and I'm in profit, bro. Like let's say I'm 20,000 or 15,000 profit. I lock it and I go.
With stop losses.
With stop loss only, obviously. If it hits, it closes. But it's like trading and gambling, but it's trading with me because I have my money. So if it closes, I'll still have my 10,000 and my $5,000 deposit.
Yeah.
But if it goes up, bro, I don't wanna think about trading. I don't wanna think about Forex.
Yeah.
So like if I'm here now, I wanna leave it like that. Even my guys, they know. Like when I come, I just take trades. If it's on profit, I lock it, I go. That's what I do. I lock and I go. Because I know there's a high chance that you never know. So now I wanted to start something with Cash App. I'm gonna have to have at least 10 accounts. I'm opening 10 accounts, 1,000 each, 10,000 for example, or maybe 2,000 each account. And I'm gonna try and swing all of them for the whole year. You get what I mean?
Because look where gold is. Look at where US30
Come
is,
on.
man.
And you see, like you look at this, like why am I in this Shopee thing and I'm leaving that? That was like a long, like pips. You know what I mean? So when people they say pips pay my bills, I understand what they mean. Not Forex paid your bill. Pips, bro.
Pips, bro. Nah, beautiful, man. I want to talk about. Nah, that's nice, bro. I want to talk about Job 12, bro. What's the movement about? Because I see this year, you have a team, you're implementing so many things in just growing your personal brand. You've started a YouTube channel, you've started, so many proper things, bro. Tell me more about Job 12.
So obviously, Job 12, it's my company, and obviously there's so many meanings behind it, bro. Like Job 12, just drop that thing of getting paid 12 times in a month. Oof. You get what I mean?
In a year.
Yeah.
Drop that thing.
Yeah, drop that nonsense of you getting paid 12 times once in a year.
Oh yeah.
Once in a month, every year.
Oh yeah.
You
no, I get you.
You're confusing me. You get what I mean? So it drops so many things. So many people dropped out of school at grade 12, but they're still killing it. So we're dropping that idea of you getting paid 12 times in a year, only once in a month till the whole year. So we're trying to get paid at least 12 times in a day.
In a month. Or even in a day.
You want to get paid 12 times in a day, bro.
Nice.
You get paid 5,000, 200, 800, 1,000, 6,000. Once that money keeps on coming in, bro, at the end of the night, you're sitting at 11,000 or 15,000 or 20,000. So if you do that every single day for 30 days, there's no slave mind.
Do the numbers.
Yeah. I get people who make so much money, like so much, like even my students, they make so much money. Someone who make 1,000 rand a day, in an hour. And after 4 hours, 4,000 in, 2,000 in. That's what we call, it's like a restaurant.
Yeah.
The owner of the restaurant would never just have to wait for month end for the people to come in. But people are coming and eating. And our people are coming in. That's how you're supposed to make money.
Yeah.
If you have this idea that you need to work throughout the whole month and then only get paid within few months or just twice a month, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So if you look at your grandfathers and your grandmothers, they've worked for 20 years and they only got paid 12 times in each and every year. And you calculate that amount that they made in a year, you find out that your grandmother made 60,000 a year. So 60,000 times how many years? So she made only even less than 2 million.
Damn. For all the years she's been working.
Or 4 million, for example. That's crazy, bro. People are wearing people's salaries in their shoes, bro. That should scare people.
Yeah, bro.
Someone is driving an M8 or a car that is of your family lineage since 1980s, bro. Damn. Till today, they are working class and whatever, even combined, they can't even make up to that amount of a car.
So that's what Job 12 is, just breaking all those cycles.
Breaking everything off the system of how people are getting paid, how people should rely on the government, how people should rely on the system to feed them.
Yeah.
Bro, you can become your own government, you can become your own university. NSFAS, you can become your own NSFAS for your child. Why do you have to? How much is NSFAS?
I don't know. I'm not a student.
Yeah, those who know.
Those who know,
yeah.
know. I think it's less than 4,000. I don't know. I think in the comments they'll tell us.
They'll tell us. But how can you survive on 4,000?
You can't, man.
Bro, someone just blew 4,000 on Forex. They're about to fund another 4,000.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Bro. So I wanna ask as well, bro. What do you provide in Job 12? Is it like education for trading or different side hustles? What do you offer in Job 12?
So Job 12 is all like an all-rounder for all the things getting paid. So it's trading, it's drop shipping, it's side hustles, it's business mentorships, it's everything, even personal life experiences with certain people who are going through, because people, they like to talk to me and they feel like once they talk to me, if I give them advices, they feel like, okay, I can go conquer the world just after talking to you. So it's more about also financial breakthrough, obviously, spiritual breakthrough as well.
Yeah.
People should also know about God more than anything else, because if it wasn't for God, I guarantee you maybe I was not supposed to be sitting here. So it's all about all that. And we, even in our team as well, we're trying to also like build a team where we can also like grow together, push. Then there's a time where like we distribute people like a shop. You go in Cape Town, you go have an office in Durban. So it's like, it's also employment, but not employment, because the thing is, we don't want our people to be employed.
So you're teaching them how to now build their own structures and
Yeah.
streams of income by helping other people as
Because
well.
I don't want to be sitting with somebody next to me and I'm making 80,000 in a week and this person makes 12,000 in a month. It doesn't work like that. So we're trying to also like push. So if you're next to me, if I made this amount of money, please try to please make at least a percentage of it, or 2% of it. Please make 20 or 40 of that amount of money that I'm making.
Yeah.
So we all go as together, because Drop Top is not about me, it's about the people.
Yeah. Nah, beautiful, man. I want to ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
You know, but how can people join Drop Top? How can they join the movement?
So obviously on my social media accounts, mainly on Instagram, it's Say Gabriel Mapasa. It's just one word. And then TikTok, it's Say Gabriel Christ. And also they should be careful because there's so many fake accounts, over like 1,000 accounts that are there. So it's Say Gabriel Christ. There's no backup, there's nothing. And then on YouTube, it's just Gabriel Mapasa.
I think we'll just link it in
Down
the description.
below.
Yeah.
So obviously we can teach you all that and all this other stuff. And just to be sure that you're talking to me or the team, just request a video call. And we'll take it from there. And we do teach people like all over, bro. Like we travel.
Yeah. Nah, I saw you went to Cape Town, Durban. Now you just recently hosted in Sandton, right?
An event 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days
we had like a full house. I think it was like 92 people. Yeah.
Nah, bro, that's a crazy movement. Do you think people treat you different now that you up and now you have a solid stream of income and just business? Have you seen people like treat you different?
Yeah.
How?
Crazy. Bad and good. Good and bad at the same time. Those who know me, they feel like they know me. They feel like they know the old struggling person in a new environment. Yeah, like, okay, sharp. Okay, we see you got the mind, but bro, the mindset, it has changed. I'm not the same person that you met 10 years ago. But then also, new people that I just meet, or people around me, or people who don't know me, or even people that they know me, they will treat you different because of now. You feel like they see something in you. And if somebody treats you different, it means they want to gain something from you.
Yeah.
It either can be knowledge or financial breakthrough or anything from that. So I do get treated in certain different ways, but I'm not going to lie, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Because I saw one encounter on your Instagram, some white lady, some weird encounter you had with some white lady while you were having lunch or something.
It was breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yeah, so I was at this hotel, so I was just sitting there outside eating. So I was surrounded by white women, white men, white kids.
Yeah.
And she just kept on looking at me like, you know what I mean? Whenever she looks at me, her nose will go up all the time. So I'm like, okay, she's one of those. Okay, cool. I was in a good mood. So now she started to go to the manager. Can I see the manager? You know, like, is this guy, what is this guy waiting for?
Ish.
And I'm eating. Now she had to come to the table and ask me, how are you? Now she's trying to give me a fake smile. Are you waiting for somebody? I'm like, no. I know, I'm just waiting for God to do things to happen. She's like, what? Because I said to her, you're asking me a stupid question, I'm going to give you a stupid answer.
True.
I'm here with the same reasons that you're here. I'm here to eat. And so you get to a point where now you feel like, bro, we go to Cape Town, we walk on the sand, barefoot. A white guy will pass like, you're used to it walking barefoot on the soil. So it's like, it happens. And remember also, racism is still there, bro. And you get judged by what you wear, who you go with, what you drive, and what you eat.
Ish.
So certain things are not for certain types of people.
Yeah. So, I can even see, man, the guy, you wearing nice kicks. Yeah. Bro, the drip is on point, man.
Appreciate
What's one crazy thing you've purchased, or what are some of the things that you've been able to, like, you know, when you look back and say, like, you've gotten to a level where you now feel like you might have spent something recklessly.
Yeah.
For example, are there some things that you've bought that you feel like, okay, now you've leveled up and you can afford certain things?
But we can be honest, like we all can be honest, but closer, I don't know, man. Like all these expensive clothes for me, I feel like they're stupid.
Yeah.
Because like, okay, shop, you buy it from Gucci, you come with it, you spend 80,000, you go home, you wear it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. After a month, it's just there.
Gucci gets like that 80,000.
No, I'm just like, if you like buying an outfit, maybe
Oh, yeah,
maybe shoes like 27,000, and then a bracelet is like 9,000, and a t-shirt is like 12,000
Yeah.
or 9,000. You buy all that and you spend 80K. You go home, you use that, utilize all that. Then that's why now at the end of the day, you just like sometimes, bro, even if you're sweating, you even take that shirt and like, cause you got, you got what I mean.
Yeah, you start.
So for me, I feel like all these expensive clothes for me, bro, they're just money stealers, bro. Okay, on shoes, I love shoes. Then
Yeah.
on shoes, I spend 20,000. I think 20,000 on these ones. Like I just on shoes I spend, but on certain things like the person who like to say I should spend most of my is my wife.
Your
You know
wife.
what I mean? But like legit, like bro, on top just this like this our merch obviously.
Yeah.
This is like $400, and this is like 1,200, and this jean is like your Markhams, your 300
Simple.
rand. Simple.
Yeah.
Now I started to understand how white people get rich. They now invest in stainless steel, stainless things that will last forever, jewelry, glasses, clothes that will
I saw
never.
the other day you're wearing glasses. I think, I don't know, some yellow glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's even nothing on that because mostly I've spent 20 something thousand on glasses. I was like, now I can see different now. Trust me.
And
you know the thing
I'm
is,
asking you this because like
It feels-
it's the freedom that comes with it. You know, I want
Yeah.
the people to see that,
Yeah.
you know, on the other side of working
Yeah.
hard, you know, you can still enjoy the fruits of your labor.
bro, I'm like, and I look at this, I'm like, there's nothing special with this less than this. But because of, you know, the worth of this.
The worth.
But when you put it on, you look different, you feel different, you walk, you talk different.
Yeah.
It's like even expensive perfume, but once you go, you buy a perfume for like 12,000. Once you, wherever you go, it's going to stay there.
Yeah.
Because once you feel good, you be good, you
Reflects.
do good. Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So it's like, dude, because like I remember when we started to make money, you know, it's like levels. When you start, obviously, Mr. Price all the time, Billabong, you know those.
I was going through the IG trying to do research. I saw those Mr. Price slides.
I still
that
have. Let's delete now.
Yeah, man, but I can see the level
No,
up, man.
You know, like sometimes when like you spend and you feel like certain, like there's nothing wrong with that. If you
Yeah.
if you're wearing those, that's still you. But that doesn't change however you carry yourself. But the more money you make, bro, the more you wanna look good. And now you start to understand certain things. Like you check the guys in Dubai. But those guys that wear just a normal shirt, and you feel like it's a normal shirt, and that shirt costs like $7,000.
And it's simple. It has one small logo.
The
Simple.
same thing that you get it by Mr. Price. But then now, what matters is in the driveway and also where?
The house.
The house.
Nah.
So, it's different. But since I started to spend money on clothes, trust me, bro, it's like a confidence. It's like it's our weave.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the makeup, right? It's our weave, it's
Yeah.
our nails as men.
As
to
men,
look
yeah.
good. So once you do that, but that's why even women, if they see a black monkey with Gucci on, they're in. They're in, you get what I mean? So it's all about, if you look, imagine, remember that
Yeah,
guy? Oh,
true.
remember that guy for COVID times? Then with those two slay queens
Oh, yeah, yeah, with the money.
with the
bro.
money there. So they will go, bro. So you gotta look good to do good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true, bro. But I've heard the quote that, you know, sometimes money amplifies who you are. So if you like nice things, the more money you get, the
Trust
more
me.
you will amplify yourself and
That's
just,
true.
yeah, bro.
That's true.
Nah, bro. But I feel like it's important to also like spoil yourself, splurge a bit.
And this is where trading comes in, bro.
Yeah.
It comes with that freedom. Like, I don't know, if I know that, okay, sometimes if I know I'm going to spend something at Gucci, bro, I never use my own money. I use the money from the charts.
Charts, yeah.
You know it goes.
Yeah,
you know it
true.
goes. You're like, okay, sharp, because obviously when you have money, you don't plan to do all these things. Like, okay, sharp, I want to buy Gucci shoes, I want to do this. But then you look at your account, okay, 600,000, 1 million. It's like, okay, this is just for certain things.
Yeah,
I have to make this money now. But there are some times where I'm like, okay, Shop, I see it's 90,000. I don't even feel it. It doesn't faze me because I have running trades.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
when I have running trades, it still maybe it might be low. Maybe I'm having like 20K or 100K. If I swipe that, I know my profit for today is 10,000 because I'm
10,000
spending a
you
lot.
spend.
I'm
It's like
spending-
with this light, for example, we're running trades and then literally spend like 13K on the light
Yeah,
today.
I remember you told me.
Just before the interview, just because, you know, we had trades running and it's like an investment in yourself. So even with the clothes, you know, especially now that you're a public figure. You need to look a certain way.
And that's the society.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you. That's what the society wants to see now. Because now you say you make money, we got to see what you're driving. We got to see what you're wearing. Because now you can't be saying, imagine I'm going to the seminar there, Kapila Bong, dog.
And you need to inspire people
You need
as
to inspire.
well. Yeah.
So obviously sometimes it doesn't mean that they define who you are. Obviously you can look good, but once you open your mouth as well, that's the value that you put so much in your business. You get what I mean? So how you look, bro, we black. And this is our tuxedo. This is our black suit.
Yeah.
This is how we want to look. You know what I mean? And as an African brother as well out there, you want to look good, bro, the charts will dress you.
Nah, beautiful,
The charts will dress you, bro.
Do you have, I think that's a beautiful story, bro. Do you want to maybe leave a few words of inspiration for people who are, there's someone right now who's struggling with their trading and, you've been hustling for a very long time. Your journey starts from 2015, 2016. Let's say someone's been struggling for months or years, trying to either drop ship or any business model or just making money in general. Do you have advice for them?
What I can tell them, bro, is never quit. Never give up and never lose hope. Because if you give up, it means you never wanted it. Bro, we've been through everything. I've been through everything, bro. If I gave up, I was not going to be here. It's like labor, bro. It's like labor.
Yeah.
Right? It's nice having sex, right? But it's hard to deliver. But once the child is born, bro, you even forgot that you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like everything beautiful, bro. So everything at the end of the day comes with hard labor. Stay by the charts, learn, be inspired by certain people, check what they do, check how they live life. So it's part of the learning process. So if you're not willing to learn, you are not going to earn. That's why now when a lot of people are going to school or work, for example, they're always like pivoted just to watch and look at one person who teaches business studies, but that person doesn't even own one business.
Ish.
Meaning the mind is just glued here, you're forgetting so many stuff. And remember, bro, the environment and the life that you are attached, like you're attaching to yourself and you're attracting to yourself, you're going to meet certain different individuals. You meet a millionaire. But when I was broke, I used to go to all these dealership, Porsche, wherever. I would look at these cars.
Feel it, touch it.
Be inside. So I can also like...
align yourself.
Come on.
Yeah, bro, because I heard that like sometimes, bro, if you're not at a place you want to be, one thing you need to do is put yourself at the end goal and work from that end goal.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
And one thing that people should also do is move out from where you are. Like, bro, move out from your hometown. That I can tell you. Like, you gotta move out from your hometown, bro.
Yeah.
90% of the people, they're so talented, bro. But the problem is who they are. Let's look at the guys who are playing soccer in the Kasi, bro. Always, every Saturday morning, coach is coming with, what do you call them, scouters all the time. It's all about scouters and they only take one person. Or how many scouters they come in a year? Maybe 6, for example. They're not coming. But if you go and train where the people who are training, they're not good as you can take them out, bro.
Because of environment.
Their environment. It's what I was saying to someone that the same water that you have, if you drink it now, imagine now this glass of water.
Yeah.
I want to sell someone a glass of water in Soweto. I'm like, my brother, 500.
It's going to be like, you can get this from a
Come
tap,
on, you get what I mean? But the same water you get by the restaurant, bro, it's like 20-something grand.
Bro, the water at restaurants even gets to 40, 50,
yeah.
bro.
Then what about the airline? What about when you're on a plane? It's in need. It's by the airport as well.
It's just now environment.
So sometimes it's not you. The problem is your environment and your surroundings. That's why sometimes it's good to cut certain people off and cut your environment and move on to the next level.
Yeah, it's like you were saying when you were still hanging out with some traders back then, that environment and just being around people who don't have that mindset but just maybe material things, you had to detach yourself.
Yeah.
And it really, you went down for a bit, but within that going down, you reinvented yourself, discovered yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I think that's a good piece of advice, man. Your environment and your surroundings is everything, man. And then do you have any last words that you just want to share with your audience, people who don't know you, and just, you can just share?
Where's my camera? This one like
Yeah.
right? Get paid 12 times in a day, not in a year. In a year, it's a scam. And also note that I always tell people this.
Yeah.
Imagine if I was employed, I would be broke by now. That's just my slogan. So that's just me. That's what I believe in. If you find a way just to make at least 1,000 a day or 2,000 a day, you're close enough to get paid like a doctor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or 3,000 a day.
Yeah.
So if you find a way to do that, so the charts, they can give you such an amount of money, such an experience. It's easy for you to grow that. So make the money, spend less. Make the money, spend less. There's going to be a time where now you're going to be splurging and making so much money, like 100,000, 200,000 a month. But now, once you're still stuck in your 30,000 or your 10,000, try and save as much as you can and put the money in the charts. The charts will take you out.
Bro, wait, before you finish, man, how do you scale to... I think this is probably for another day, but, you know, how do you now scale to the 6 figures and start maintaining that level of just earning 6 figures? Because you did say earlier on, you know, nowadays the lowest months you see is 90,000. Yeah.
That's me being broke now. That's the lowest. Because now people don't want to log in, bro. Locking in, a lot of people are locking in watching TV. And after you log in watching TV, the whole day you're going to behave like Skim Sam. You're going to behave like those guys in the streets. Only a guy talking about other women or other men. That man. Because those guys in the TV, they always gossip. So if you lock in and learn, bro, and bro, there's this, I think it's Chinese trader. I don't know this guy. But this guy, I watched this guy go from COVID to now, where he started with the Toyota, and now he's driving a Rolls Royce now.
Yeah.
This guy always locks in 24/7. So if you lock in 24/7, you're gonna get the life you deserve. That's it.
Ah, man, beautiful, bro. Thank you for coming through.
Appreciate
really
it.
Appreciate you. Touching story, beautiful story. At the end of the day, man, I think we all learned. And yeah, man, thank you for coming through. And bro, really appreciate it. Where can they catch you?
Say Gabriel Instagram. Say Gabriel Christ, TikTok, YouTube, Gabriel Mapasa. You'll be getting so much content. It's a new account that I just started, and he's been helping me actually to grow my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So appreciate it. Appreciate
no stress, bro. Thank you for coming through.
Money.
Yes, sir. So traders, that is the end of the episode. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. That was a very powerful episode from Sir Gabriel Christ, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure that you have a good and profitable trading week. Cheers.